the Mammoth Tula, a plane that is straight up crap. This aircraft right here is based on the common K-16 and it can hold 5 people. It has the pilot, the co-pilot, the passengers on the back as you saw, and a gunner. It has sliding doors on both sides, so if you need to get in, you don't have to go around to one side. You can literally slide the door from both sides and you can get in easily. So there's easy access on the plane. It has machine guns and a turret on the back. The machine guns, you are gonna find that they're pretty common to the Molotov, but it feels like they fire faster, but they actually have the same fire rate as the Molotov. And what else? It has the machine guns on the back, which are right. Like, it has basically the same turret as the Insurgent, like the single one. It comes with that one, and you can upgrade to a double turret one, which it's okay. It's not the end of the world. I mean, you can do more damage, but it's really not that good. Like, even if you stick with the single one, you'll do the same amount of damage it feels like. And the minigun from the Speedo Custom, which is pretty much crap. It's not gonna kill anything. And that's pretty much it for the weaponry. Oh yeah, I forgot about the bombs now that I'm dropping them here. And, you know, same standard bombs as any other normal plane that can drop bombs, so it's nothing special, you know, it's alright. But, yeah, I mean, it's good for situations like these where I'm in a very bad angle. So I guess I could drop bombs from above, but really, it's very situational and it's really not going to help you out that much. So now let's talk about its stats and performance. First off, the acceleration and its top speed. Pure garbage. It's crap. It's horrible. And honestly, I mean, I could see this type of top speed and acceleration on this plane because I get it, it's a big plane. It's not a fighter jet, so it's not supposed to go that fast, but really, you can at least make it a little bit faster than it is, especially in today's day and age where Mark IIs and homing missiles and everything that lock on hits the scene. This aircraft has no chance whatsoever. I mean, it has countermeasures in chat, but you can only survive for so long. And once they spam missiles at you, you're pretty much dead because now we're going to get into the acceleration top speed again, which means that it's really not going to escape any homing missile. It's really not. Like, the first loop, yeah, you might escape one, but like I said, in today's day and age where Nvidia has a homing missile and you can spam them, yeah, good luck trying to stay alive with this aircraft. It's just not going to work out. So now let's talk about the armor, and really, it has the same armor as most of the Smuggler Shern fighter jets, which it's pretty good, but the thing about the fighter jets is that they're fast and they can avoid pretty much every homing missile and avoid gunfire most of the time if you know what you're doing, which makes the armor seem very impressive, but in reality, with a slow plane like this, you put the Smuggler Shern armor and it really doesn't benefit from it that much because, well, this thing, like I said, is slow and it's really not going to escape any homing missiles, so then you're going to start seeing once you get hit that the armor is pretty useless on this type of plane. This plane really needs Avenger armor. I'm going to touch on that later, like the type of buffs and nerfs and overall the plane in the end, so I'll touch back on the buff later. But yeah, the armor is kind of crap on this kind of plane. It really needs a buff. Okay, so what else can I say? I mean, it has VTOL, which is alright, but if you want to use this thing as a helicopter, it's really not going to work out. The Buzzard, Hunter, Akula, name it, any type of helicopter, even the Valkyrie, is just better than this plane overall. And honestly, like, the best way to use this plane right now would just be in missions, like the hangar missions. Like, if you want to mess around, that is. Like, mess around in the hangar missions, like, not taking it seriously with a squad. And yeah, you can have some fun. And that's pretty much all you're gonna get from it. But using this thing seriously in PvP, or using this thing in actual seriousness, like making sure like it's an actual good plane, it's really not. And yeah, the only good thing I could see this is picking up cargo in the water. But then again, the Sea Breeze already does that, so this aircraft is kind of useless. It's just how it is. overall, this aircraft sucks. And what can we do to buff it? I mean, it already has shaders, so we don't have to focus about it taking off. What could it use? It could use Avenger level armor. That's number one. The armor has to be buffed to Avenger level. Another thing that we could get is like for the gunner, it's really hard for them to see a target because the tail's in the way. So what you could do is that the tail is still there but it's invisible. So the gunner can actually see what he's supposed to look at, so he can actually shoot a target. And you guys could say like, oh, that's not pretty realistic because, the tail's invisible. I mean, how does that even work? Well, we have a Mark II in the game, we have a Predator Mark II, we have orbital cannons, so making the tail invisible for the Tula for the gunner so he can be able to see, that's just a terrible excuse. Another thing this aircraft could use is a acceleration and top speed buff. Maybe increase it by like 5 to 10% on both of the areas, like both 10% acceleration, percent top speed, if you put it on level 4 DMS upgrade. So that would be nice. And another idea that I pretty much had for this aircraft right here, and this is what I was thinking. It could be a trade-off. Like, you know how you can hold the right on the D-pad button so you can activate the bombs? Well, I was thinking like maybe you could have a second option, so you could either buy the bombs or you could install like an autopilot feature. So you basically hold the same button, but instead of putting off the bombs, you activate autopilot, so the aircraft just goes into VTOL and you stand still, and you can choose what you want to do. You can choose to either go to the co-pilot and activate chaff, or you could go to the gunner and just use your guns overall. And I was thinking that idea, I don't know, what do you guys think? I think it would work. It wouldn't seem like anything too game breaking, so having the ability to trade off the bombs for autopilot seems pretty good to me. But yeah, that's my opinion on Tula. What do you guys think of the Tula? And what aircraft do you want me to cover next? Hopefully you guys have enjoyed, and have a nice day. Bye bye.